What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it's been a little while since I made a video, and it is about time. It is due. We are here. So this going to be, my ex reached out to me, then backed off. Now, the reason I haven't been making too many videos is because literally my TikTok blew up. So I've been answering a lot of questions over there, doing some calls here and there. And doing some service stuff, but really I've been working on this. So this is my agency. I'm putting pretty much all of my effort into this, been closing some deals. So I'm redoing my site and, all that. So let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to be starting to build this stuff. Pretty much all the projects that I do, I'm going to start building in public. So Nevos Digital has its own YouTube channel. I will link it below if you guys want to watch. It's just going to be me like talking about how I'm growing my business. That's just for like helping people with their business. So I'll talk a lot about that. I know you guys, most of you guys watching this are not going to be interested in that, but if in case you like me and in case you want to follow like everything I do, then you guys can totally do that. So let me know what you guys think of the design, because why not? And so let's get on to the meat and potatoes of this video. So my ex reached out, but then backed off. So I had a person reach out to me and talk to me about this on TikTok, actually. And I get a ton of questions on TikTok that I can actually use for videos. So what do you do in this situation, right? So I'm literally just going to jump over to the key concepts because I want to make this, first of all, I want to make these videos shorter. I like TikTok. I like TikTok a lot. There is obviously a toxic side to TikTok, and many of you guys watching this may just be fans of YouTube and how YouTube works. But when your algorithm is feeding you what you like and dislike, you can tell it what to feed you and what not to feed you. So mine is spirituality content, and I don't talk much about that. But I want to make my videos shorter, right? They don't need to be 10 minutes all the time, unless I'm going into a pretty deep subject like emotions, right? But let's just jump over to the key concepts. And I've kind of been like doodling this a little bit. There's some stuff that's familiar, some stuff that's new. So let's jump over to the key concepts and understand this stuff right away. So right here is where I want to touch base here. Let's highlight this in like a purple color. Purple is my favorite color. So yeah, there we go. That's why obviously Nevos is purple, right? But okay, so basically, when you're going through this, when your ex reaches out and then disappears, right? What happens is you are harnessing attractive, right? You're harnessing attractive energy when you're doing no contact, right? So when you're doing no contact and you are focused on you're in the gym all the time, you're lifting weights, you're looking bigger, you're looking better, et cetera, et cetera. You're focused on your friends, right? 99% of the time you leave and ditch your friends. I hear this almost every single time I do coaching with somebody still. They're like, oh, I found my friends again, bro. So they're hooked. So they found their, let's make notes of this. All right. So they found their friends. Okay. And family, they start hanging out with family again. They start working harder at their job. They find more hobbies, workouts, right? This is all natural stuff that you guys end up doing. And it's honestly, from a coach's my perspective, it is really annoying. and because if you guys focused on all of these things while the relationship was going on, and you didn't let this person that you were with take you and distract you away from your friends and family and all this stuff and your workouts and your hobbies and your job slash business, right? Because I talked to some business owners, and you would realize that keeping a relationship is about staying in this attractive energy right here. Okay. So while you were in no contact, you were harnessing this big time. Okay. So you're in this attractive energy. They felt that energy. Okay. Whether you're spiritual or not, this is how it works. Everyone, it gives off an energetic frequency or field or whatever you want to call it. When someone is sick of your shit and doesn't really want to be around you, you guys are mismatched vibrationally, meaning they find you to be repulsive. So if we look at this chart right here, ignore all these arrows up here, okay? So this is called the power section, and this is called the force section. Now, this is also represented here in this chart by David Hawkins. So right here would be the force section, and this is the power section. So guys, you can go look this book up. I might link it for you or whatever. But this is when you look at life and relationships through this lens of power versus force, attractive emotions, and repulsive emotions, you're going to start to check yourself a lot, because you're going to go, okay, how am I showing up day to day? So when you did no contact, you were harnessing very attractive energy, right? There's a lot of arrows already there, so I won't draw too many more. When they're attracted to you, think about the word, they want to be close to you, right? So if you think about it, no contact brought them back around to you. But what normally happens is the dumpee, the people who get dumped, they usually pounce too quickly, right? Or, and then the other one is the person who comes back, so the dumper comes back around, and they might have something else going on with someone else, and it's going a little rocky over here. So they come back to you, lining you back up, and then it's kind of like this pendulum swing back and forth. Now, you guys can, feel how you feel about that, but it happens all the time. And should you take somebody back, that is totally up to you guys. I'm giving you guys the juice so that you guys can, or the sauce, I should say, so that you guys can make the decision yourself. Because me personally, I have my own thoughts and opinions of what I would do, and many of you guys want to know that. But I'm just going to help you with this here. So again, repulsive energy pushes her or him, for ladies watching, away. So, and attractive energy obviously brings them back. So again, they're going to swing between attractive and repulsive. Sorry, you're going to swing between attractive and repulsive based off of your actions. If you do everything right, you're going to attract them and keep them. Keeping a relationship together is a lot easier when you understand this concept. So when they come back around and then they just disappear again, either it's because of one of two things. Let's make a note about this. Number one, they have a side piece, okay? Or just like another person they're seeing, okay? They have a side piece, that's number one. And then number two, you jumped the gun too early. So when I'm helping people through this, some of the people that sign up to my monthly coaching programs, they sign up because they initially want their girl back, but then they want to work on these 6 pillars. So the 6 pillars being health, wealth, skills, mindset, social circle, and relationships, right? So when we focus on these things and we talk about inputs, outputs, we talk about all this stuff. It's crazy. It's awesome. I want to redo all of this so that I can just jump from piece to piece. But anyway, then, so what happens is guys will often, I usually can get their ex to reach out. I can usually get the interaction to happen, but then what guys tend to do is they jump the gun. So jumping the gun, okay? Jumping the gun, meaning you want the relationship to still go back to the way that it was really quickly and at your pace instead of her pace, right? Now I coach mostly men, but if you're a woman, just reverse the gender. Okay. So either so if they hit you up and they're like, hey, what's up? I miss you. I want to be around you. You guys might have gone on a date or two and then they just disappear, or they ghost, or they go cold. Then that is one thing. And all you have to do, so let's solve that issue right now. All you have to do is just say, hey, cool, all good. I'm just going to go live my life. And you just keep the interactions very sparse, right? And just let them come to you. Okay. It's very simple. And a lot of people don't like that advice because they're like, especially dudes, because they're like, I want to influence that energy. But guys, doing no contact is an action. It is. You're doing attractive things. Okay. So, and if they have a side piece, again, like I said, it's up to you what you feel about that. If you want to go back to somebody that's been with somebody else, it's up to you. To me, it's not something I would do, but again, there's just too many women out there for me to be like, oh man, I got to go back to this one girl who just dumped me or ditched me, right? So, and then jumping the gun again. So guys usually want to pick up where we left off. That's what I meant to say earlier. They jump the gun and they're like, okay, let's get right back to where we were. Everything's all good, because guys want to get back to that comfortable feeling, right? They want to get back to feeling at peace and the equilibrium, right? Homeostasis. They want to get back to that. So they don't think about the fact that a woman's attraction level needs to come, like, again, she has a kind of like a baseline, how she feels, right? And when the attraction falls below 50, that's when they dump you, right? So again, when they break up with you, it kind of teeters. It goes up and it comes back down. Right? They inevitably do miss you, and that's when it goes up because they feel the anxiety of losing you, etc. So then it comes back down and goes back up. Now, when they interact with you, each time that they do, then it's gonna go up, and then based off of your reactions, it's gonna continue to go back up. And fellas, this is what you want. You want this to keep going up. Okay, ladies too, it's the same thing. You want the person to, and all this is understanding. So let's do number 3. This chord is super annoying. Number 3. How do they see you or perceive you? Okay, you need them to think about you in the most positive, right, and attractive way that they can. So if they look at you and they think about you and it's negative, they're never going to come back around. And again, no contact helps them reframe that. Well, see, understand that when they break up with you, it's kind of like an emotional dial. So let's think about this as a dial, right? And you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then there's like a little knob that's obviously going to go this way, right? It's going to go all the way around. So when they break up with you, the emotional dial's right at 11. So they're like, I want to get away from this. And they jump right into the first stage of no contact, which is relief, right? So relief is stage number 1. So they jump right into relief, and then they're like, oh, thank God, I need to get away from this. And during the relief stage, this right here will start to go down to 10, to 9, to 8, to 7, to 6, to 5, to 4. And this generally right here is when they'll reach out to you, because they're like, okay, I miss him enough, and I've been away from him long enough, or her, whatever, right? And I want to, they don't always reach out, but sometimes they put themselves in your orbit, right? So that's when it happens. Excuse me. So that's the relief stage. And then it goes to stage 2, which is curiosity. So there are other people that have different opinions, but I think there's only 3. Some people think there's 5. Some people think there's like 7 or whatever. But to me, there's only 3. Okay. Relief, curiosity, reconciliation. So, so this is when they'll reach out to you. And then guys, again, you need to increase her emotional dial, but in a positive way. And that's how you do that. So that's why they'll come around and disappear, because of these two. They have something else going on, or they have, or you jumped the gun when they came back around. So you have to calm down and let them come around, and let them continue to choose you, and drive these emotions up and up and up. And this is just setting dates. Set dates like you did in the beginning and have a great time. The only issue is you have to sort of eat shit for a little while, because they already think that since the relationship went to the direction that it did, they're going to go, okay, whoa, it could go back in this direction. So they're going to be a little more skittish. Okay. And that's a test for you. That is for you to go, it's all good. I'm cool. I'm calm. It's all good. Right. And then you're good to go. Eventually the walls will come down and everything's all good. Right. So, that's it for now. And I'm going to drop my program if you guys are interested. And if you guys need marketing stuff, let me know. So hope this helped you, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. So if you guys are interested in make this kind of income, let me know. In the description box down below, there's my email and all my socials. You guys can totally reach out to me and just say, hey, I want to learn how to make income like this. This is from a blog that was started like a year ago, something like that. And it's doing pretty well. This is a faceless YouTube channel here. This is another blog that was started here. But what really matters is what can I do with my students, right? So now this is another blog that I started here. So inside the group that I am talking about here, it's called Money School and the Better Man Project. It's like one school. This is my main blog that I've had for like since I started, probably 4 or 5 years ago. But imagine like you looking back at your life years ago and going, wow, what if I started this? What if I started making this kind of money? Guys, it's actually really simple. It just takes specific leveraged actions every single day. What I'm teaching my students, Bella is one of my main students who's been doing this, and she just literally bought one of her first blogs, but she makes around 17K a month. And she started, she was 42 when she started, I think, something like that. And she's got a couple of kids and she's busy. So look, anyone can do this. You just need, again, to take the right actions and use leverage. Leverage is basically if you can do one action and tons of people will see it. It takes time to build. It takes time to build the skills, but you can 100% do this. It is not as hard as you guys think. And this is the kind of life that you can buy for yourself. So I constantly start new ones all the time. And this is another one again. So this was back in like April, but it's still growing now. So $1,760. So this is the kind of stuff that you guys can totally build, and do for yourselves. So if you have any questions, let me know. But other than that, it's not as hard as you guys think. It's really just a matter of putting in leveraged actions.